And on that note, of course, everybody wants to talk about Shane Beamer, obviously a new era beginning. Of course, spring practice literally starting Saturday. It's crazy that that football is back in South Carolina. But, overall, your thoughts on Shane Beamer. I'm not sure, have you ever gotten the chance to meet him or anything? Or, like, what's your thoughts on that hire? Because, again, I know a lot of names were thrown out there, like the Billy Napiers and the Hugh Freezes. And, I think we were all really happy that South Carolina, one, gave one of its own a chance. And two, I was just really happy that we thought outside of the box a little bit. You know what I mean? Didn't go with just that. Like, hiring Hugh Freeze would have just been so painfully typical.
It would have.
Yeah, and South kind of goes and gives one of its own a chance. And I think everybody's seeing, on social media and the way things are going, the culture's already improved. Things are already better. The vibe around the program is already better. Your overall thoughts, though, on that hiring, and I guess what you're most looking forward to from the Shane Beamer era?
I was actually happy to have I won't say newer coach, but I guess one that, a fresh approach. So in that aspect, I love the Beamer hire. Of course, I was a little biased. My D-line mate, Chris Rump, is who I really wanted.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm not disappointed with the Beamer hire. I think having him, a younger, hungry coach, someone that's been building towards this, and this has been one of the jobs that he wanted to come back to. He's been here before. He's got an idea of what to expect as far as, administration and things like that. And I think just the energy, man, I'm just looking forward to have somebody back out there giving that energy and coming into the media room and not giving us the coach speak, but actually coming in and telling us, hey, we played like crap, we're doing better. This is happening, X, Y, Z, and letting you talk to the players and the coaches and opening things back up. And, even just the other day, I just got a letter. They're doing a Rooster Roundup, basically getting back with all the old football players, not just alumni in general, but he is actually wanting to focus on us, which is what we've always asked for. So I think it was a good hire. I think that he's pumped some energy into the kids. I think we have some great talent on that team, and people look at me crazy every time I say it, but as I go down the list, even just take the defensive lineman. I mean, since that's my position, I mean, just look at the guys on that roster when you go down that list. I mean, we got, a couple of 5-stars in there, a bunch of 4s and some 3s that probably should be 4s. So when you look at what he recruited, Muschamp-wise, he did good. So hopefully Beamer can come in and his staff and put that energy in and put a plan in place and get these guys playing at full potential.
Yeah, I definitely think we all believe that there is talent on the roster. Again, is it of the level to compete with Georgia and Alabama and go win an SEC title? Maybe not, but I think there's enough talent on that roster to realistically compete from year one. I want to get your take on this because, again, like I said, spring football, spring practice is literally getting going on Saturday, and it's crazy, Eric, because I think that this time last year, we were in the midst of the COVID and the pandemic. So I'm just excited for spring practice. I mean, the fact we're going to talk spring practice and get to see it and get a spring game, and, like, that's very exciting to me, and I know to all of us as well. We're talking on Wednesday, and I dropped my show kind of just talking about my top storylines that I'm looking forward to going into spring ball. Overall for you, I mean, I know we're really not going to get to be behind the scenes, so it's really hard to pull things, I guess, from spring practice and the spring game as a whole. But is there anything for you specifically that you'll be watching for that you want to see? Kind of because again, the Shane Beamer era is going to get going. This is, we've seen all the workout videos and the hype videos and talking the talk on social media, but now you get on the field. Pads are going to start popping. This is where you really start to build that culture you've been talking about. Is there anything specific, I guess, you're looking for this spring from Carolina football?
Honestly, I want to see how Marshawn Lloyd recovers. I think that's going to be big for us, having him along with Kevin Harris. And then, of course, you want to see how the quarterbacks command the team. I mean, you're not going to be able to tell from spring ball because they're not going to show you enough to know, if they're going to be able to do it. But you'll be able to see, do they have command of the team? Does the team follow both guys or all 3 guys? Can they execute it to a standpoint of making the plays, making the throws, making the right decisions? You can tell that stuff from a spring game. You can see where the guys will be, good enough to at least make you productive on the field. So definitely that quarterback spot. The running back spot, just because of Marshawn recovering. I mean, we already know what we got with Kevin Harris. I feel like he's going to give us another 1,000-yard season if you give him the ball, so just give it to him. But that quarterback position, definitely. And then, of course, the secondary. I mean, it got decimated. So, between the guys leaving, really your only two guys that were consistent, as much as, we talk about Mukwamu and but him and Horn were the most consistent guys, and they're gone. And then, John Dixon was one that I liked, and he's gone. Yep. So I mean,
and
seeing
Jimmy.
how the new guys come in and Jamie, seeing how all those new guys come in, and if they can put them together and get them to jail, because I think our front end is going to be good.